Hello? Wait, why did that just immediately change to me? Chat, I leave for a week and my stream breaks. The heck? Chat. That was weird. Why did it just do a cut like that? I hated that. Wait, let me do that again. That was gross.
Vana, it's been a while. I am straight up not having a good time today, so I'm about to head offline for the night.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Silver. I appreciate you stopping by, though. I thank you for the 6-month resub. You're amazing. Okay? And make sure to get coasty in bed, okay? And get your favorite snack and watch an episode of your favorite feel-good anime. Yes. Yes, those are the Wolf Boss's orders, okay? They are the rules, so you have to do them. They are you have to do it. You have to do it. Hello everyone. It's been 84 years, but I'm here. I'm alive. I survived work crunch. Don't know how. But I did it. And I say survive very loosely. Like my butthole. Like my butthole, chat. Haven't you missed me talking about my butthole and milk and weenies? Haven't you missed that, chat? How did you even survive a week without me talking about any one of those things? I don't know how. But don't worry, it's gonna be 10 times today because I feel like making up for it and my brain is extra rotty today. So that's what we're dealing with. That's the energy. That's the vibes today. Let me welcome on in, everyone. Dyson, welcome on in. Of course, Silver, welcome on in. She, welcome on in. It has been so long. It's so nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. Chaotic, welcome on in. Tudger, welcome on in. Eagles, welcome on in. I feel like I'm missing a bunch of people, but raise your hands in the air or wave around if you just don't care, okay? Just like everyone who's reaching the 6-month sub or 5-6 month sub club today. What the heck? We had not only Silver, but then Chaotic and Eagles both hitting their 5 months of subbing. And I'm gonna celebrate that today in chat. I'm gonna do that. Oh wait, you know what? First I gotta do something before I celebrate it because I gotta make sure I can see myself. That's the important thing, chat. Can I see myself? And in the way I want to, because we're about to do some crazy, silly, goofy things here today. And I'm scared. I'm just checking something. You can't. Okay, good. Okay, that's good. Good. All right. So for everyone getting their resubs in today. Milk.
Cream.
Yeah, cream. Oh, by cream, do you mean a little?
No.
Don't worry, chat. I got you covered. You know what? You haven't had your daily dose of Minotaur milk for a while, so I am here. Don't worry, chat. As All Might says, I am here. Oh, and also I see my white chin line is here too. I see she's here too. Hi. Hey, girl. Let me fix that. That's a VTube setting. Can you see I'm using the full model today? Because man, I haven't used the full model in a hot minute. So I was like, you know what? I've been really enjoying the Gremlin model, but I gotta show a little love. There we go. This one. No, not that one. This one. So me in chat, can you see my chin line? I can't see it. Wait, we need to go deeper. We need to go more over the 8K limit. Maximizing. There we go. There we go. That's better. I fixed it, chat. You probably didn't even notice, did you? It's okay. I forgive you, chat. I forgive you. I wonder if there's a thing for me to be able to do that with the Steam Deck hotkey, because that would be nice. Probably not, but just so I could have it set up per model, because they're a little different. But welcome on in, everyone. Thank you for the milks. Here's your milks, everybody, and also, because it's been a while, you get you get a free sniffer. Because I know you miss it. I know you've missed the sniffers, chat. You don't want to admit it. You want to play it cool, but it's okay. I got you covered. I got you covered. The milk. Yes, the milk. The milk, chat. It's back. Why are you disappointed? That was a great sniffer. What do you mean, chat? What do you mean? That was a great sniffer. That was probably one of my finest sniffer works. So let me take a sip of my soup. Oh, that was perfect. It was like I was sipping from the Minotaur milk. Even better. Even better, chat. Even better. It works out. Why am I drinking soup from a cup? Because my tummy has been all over the place, chat. What else is new? If it's not me, you know, like wheezing to death or like having a runny nose for no reason, it's tried and true. My tummy problems just keep coming back, whether I want them to or not. So that is, so I'm drinking soup just to be safe. Cause boy, we've been in the trenches in the bathroom lately, so better safe than sorry. All right, cause it's IPS, man. The struggle is real, chat. And if you know, you know. If you too are one of the sensitive tummy crew, you understand, you get it. You know the pain. You know, you've been in the trenches, locked in, on the toilet, clenching for your life. It's the nuggies. I haven't had nuggies. That's the thing. I haven't had a single. It's been a while since I've had a chicken nugget, actually. Okay, actually, I think it's been 2 weeks. If I'm doing the math correctly. Which I don't know, because chat, I don't know, because you know me, math is not my strongest suit. It used to be, not anymore. About to be. Actually, that's flesh. It's only been like a week since I had chicken nuggets. Well, but when you work 60 hours and a Sunday, I am only supposed to work Monday to Fridays, mind you. You know, time is an illusion, chat. It's all a lie. The lack of nuggies? Okay, yes, we need more nuggies. I don't know, I was tempted to order nuggies today, but then I was like, nah, I shouldn't risk it. Although I saw McDonald's is coming out with their, like, international heist menu items, and I was like, I can mess with those. Try them all. I think they're also coming to Canada, too, which is nice, because usually Canada doesn't get anything! Croissant! My nephew, how are you? Welcome on in. How is it over in Bonjour land? Is it good? Are you doing okay? I hope you're doing well. Also, shouldn't you be going to bed soon? Are you just stopping by to say good night? You know what? Before that, I can't let my favorite nephew come by and not see what I was planning to do today, which is, well, yap primarily, but also, chat, I got a hand cam set up. It's 30 degrees Celsius. Can't relate. It's actually been pretty mild here for the summer, but like compared to previous years, and I'm not complaining because I like it. But I know it's probably only temporary. Probably. Most likely. But hey, chat. It feels like a sauna. But you can get a good sweat on. It's good for your pores. Yeah, I'm sure you have nice, clean, smooth, just as pure as, I'm trying to think of, like, how I was gonna say as smooth as a baby's bum, but I was gonna try and say something like as smooth as a Minotaur's 6-pack. There we go. Well, that wouldn't be kind of smooth. It's kind of bumpy because it's a 6-pack.
Is an illusion? D's nuts in your mouth.
Guards, escort this person out of here. Escort them out of the guild hall immediately. Straight to jail, chat. You know what? I was going to show you the hand cam. I was going to show you my hands, chat. But maybe I won't do that today. Maybe, just maybe, I have decided... No, wrong button. Chat, I don't stream for a week, and I can't remember what buttons... Okay, those were literally all the wrong buttons. Maybe I won't show you my hands today. I was gonna do it. I was gonna do a hand reveal, even though some of you already know what my hands look like because, you know, you're subs and I post a monthly photo of my hands, but, you know. But, you know, so you know what? No hands today. No hands. No hands. They're gone. Poof. Disappeared. No hands. No balls. And probably no butthole because you feed off of radiation, chat. I see you. Don't you wheeze, Dyson. Don't you come into chat. Call me stinky. Don't think I didn't see that. And then try and D's nuts me. And then finish it with a wheeze, okay? I will do it. I will do it myself. Even if the guards are not here, I will do it. 15 hours of sauna? My condolences. My condolences. You know what? Here, will this help? Will the hand cam distract you? Let me set it up here. Now, if you're like, wow, Vanna, why do you have a hand cam all of a sudden? My webcam died. That's why. That's why it died. And I was like, if I'm gonna have to buy a new webcam, I might as well just get the stuff to turn it into a hand cam for stream and make it a tax write-off. So that's what I did. That's what I'm doing. Paranoia, you have all the twerk emotes. I don't have any twerk emotes, unfortunately. Maybe one day. The closest I got is my dance. Is my dance and my jam. That's those are the closest we have to twerking, which are not even close, but you know. Is the best we got. Maybe one day. It's on my list. My list is getting longer, chat, of things I want to get for the stream, whether it's emotes or other things and stuff. Oh, and your spins. That's right. No, I didn't forget. It's just nobody. What, you mean this one? You mean the cursed spin one? I don't forget. It's just like, those are the ones I see people use the most. It's like, it's the object permanence thing with my ADHD where I'm like, I just go with the ones that I know are there. And if I don't know they're there, but I know they're there, you know? It's like they exist but don't exist. Keep using them. More bald, even though this model doesn't have a bald. The other one does, though, chat. The other one does. But yes, I now have a hand cam. It's probably, we're just testing it today to see if anything goes wonky with it. It should be fine. The angle will probably change if I keep doing this, but this was just me quickly setting it up because, well, yesterday I was dying from working 9.5 hours on Sunday and walking over 20 kilometers. Which, Americans in chat, you can convert that yourselves. You have access to Google. Don't ask me to do it for you. So my legs still hurt, chat. I still feel the burn. I could barely, I drove home after walking 20 kilometers, and I could barely get out of my car without feeling like I was an old lady. It was an experience, chat. Do not walk 20 kilometers unless you're used to it. Work up to it. I should have done that, and this happens every year when I do this event. It's one of the the only mandatory event I ever have to do for work in person, which is annoying, because it's also the most physically demanding one. And I'm like, bro, you know I work from home, right? You know I work from home. You know I'm not, like, I go for walks and stuff, but, like, I'm not, like, walking 20 kilometers every day. Like, holy. An odd emote? Define odd. I feel like the way you said that makes me think it's sus more than anything. I don't know. I feel like that's a bait, chat. I feel like I'm being baited into something. You're bait? No, you're bait! Okay, that's it. Wait, I gotta do this. Dashy's here. Dashy's gonna come here and then leave. That's what Dashy does. Dashy comes quick and leaves early. Masturbator even? It's me. I mean, I love seeing funny, silly emotes. Absolutely. Also, Nori, welcome on in. Welcome. It's nice to see you. I do not hit it and quit it. No, you just spend like 500 hours trying to get the perfect pull. Isn't that right? That's what you do. Yeah. I see you. I see you. That is certainly a version of a card swipe. That's wild. That is wild. I am surprised that Twitch allowed that, because that feels against their emote guidelines. If I can't even use my middle finger emote and I have to put that on 7TV because that's against emote guidelines, that credit card swipe is definitely against it. All right. A bark. Chat, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. And I can do that because I have a hand cam now. So I can say, chat, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. I'm gonna hold your hand. Give me your hands, chat. Give them here. I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. Hands! I have hands, chat. They're real. Look at them. They're all handy. I don't know what else I can do. Also, I was testing this without my microphone being here, and now I'm like, I have to like bring my one hand over. Gonna do it like this or underneath, which is just weird. Vana can IRL pants grab. It's true. I can also here. I'm gonna project. This is you, chat. This is you today. This is you, okay? And I'm just gonna hold you in my hand when I say this, chat. Woof. There you go. That's your bark. That's it. That's it, chat. You're squishy. You're so squishy, chat. You're so squish, so soft. It's weird because I'm watching myself in OBS and seeing my hands, but there's like a slight delay. Like slight, but it's just so weird. I'm used to seeing myself move in VTube Studio, but the hands are weird. The hands are weird, chat. They're a new one. They're the next frontier. Keep the fingies away from me. No, I'm gonna grab you. Wait, I gotta figure out the right way to do this because it's like a weird camera angle.
Wieners and glue. Balls, 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 wieners and glue. Rat.
All right. That's what my mods, everyone. HH. Thank you. I'm glad you saved up 1,000 channel points just to do that. Thank you. Thank you to talk about balls, wieners, and glue. Speaking of wieners, chat, exclamation point YouTube clip went out this weekend, even though I didn't stream. And it's about, well, you know, wieners. And I know we're all big wiener fans here. I love a good, long, juicy wiener. You know, the beefier the better, as they say. Is the rat not working? The rat was working for me. I think I saw it going. Here, I'm pretty sure he was doing it. I mean, I heard him. I heard him going. Load latest redeems, yeah.
Balls, wieners and glue.
Yeah, see?
Balls, wieners and glue.
Yeah,
Balls,
he's doing
wieners
it.
And glue.
There you go.
Balls, wieners and glue.
Now I come back to.
And glue.
I can explain.
Balls, wieners and glue. Balls, wieners and glue. Rat.
Yeah, I have no defense for this. I can't. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. But yes, here's the hand cam. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Per se. And here I go moving again. I thought I fixed this! I thought I fixed the shimmy! I guess I did not. I guess I did not fix the shimmy. It's fine. It's fine. The song, you want me to turn it up, chat? You want me to maximize it? But yeah, I got again, I had to get a new webcam, so I was like, might as well invest and turn it into like a hand cam thing. Because I have thought about like being like, what are things I can do? Because I'm probably never going to show my face to you guys because I like the anonymity. But sometimes, you know, it's nice to like do things. And I was like, hand cam is probably the closest. You'll see my hands, chat. You can know me by my hands. And I've thought about like doing like Lego building streams, paint by numbers, which would be really fun. All that kind of stuff, you know. You can see me fidget with my fidget toys that I don't really fidget with a lot. but I have them. I can fidget with them. I just don't because I'm not like like your typical ADHD fidgeter. I don't need that stimulation. I usually just like do 20 million things at once and then doom scroll on TikTok. That's my form of stimming, guys. That's what it is. That's what I do, Anwa. How's it going? Are you still doing your Regathon? I hope it's going well. If you are still doing it, I know I joined the server, but work was crunch week last week. I worked like 60 hours. I'm only supposed to work 40, so I don't even know. I don't even know what time it is, to be honest. Imagine being on cam. Oh my gosh, it's not like Dashi like does that. It's not like Dashi has done that a couple times. Or anything. Placing my webcam with my phone so I can do handcam streams too, since my webcam loses tracking because my desk wobbles. That's fair. That is fair. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, and like, I really only had a webcam because, again, before I became a VTuber, I was a I was a cam girl, chat. Could you imagine? No. I streamed with a webcam. And then obviously for work purposes, I had it because, you know, COVID and all that stuff, and you needed a webcam. And I still have virtual meetings now. Imagine being a stinky chatter and getting yeeted. Imagine. So I'm here to cool down and rest. Yes, please cool down, rest. I'm glad your donathon's going well, HH. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. So close. Well, close, but also not. You know what? It's like halfway there, living on a prayer, as the kids say. Do doubt work? Unfortunately, I did. But that means I get an extra, because I'm a salaried worker. We don't get overtime. So I basically, within the same pay period, whatever amount you worked over, like if you already worked like 20 hours over, like I did, you get, you then have to take days off. Because they don't like you banking your time and using it later. Like they don't like it, even though I do kind of do that sometimes. I do that. I save it all until like the holidays, like Christmas, and then I'm just like, I'm taking extra days off on top of my vacation days that I also hoard all year. I wish I didn't hoard them all year, but also working at Christmas time is like the worst because it's so dead. And with my ADHD, as I just fling my thing across my desk, I'm just extremely bored. So I'm like, everyone's like, it's the best time to work. It's so quiet. I'm like, that's the worst time for me to work. When it's quiet. Yeet me, you coward. Listen here. This is my stand-in for you, chat. This is my emotional support chicken. My mom got him for me recently. He's slightly weighted, and he's crocheted by hand. I don't have a name for him, but his name is now Chat, so I can just squish, you know? Just give him a little squish. Look at it. Isn't it cute? It's a little chimkin. Very cute, very adorable, but this is my stand-in for you today. One day I'll get, who knows, maybe one day we'll get a plushie. Who knows? And I can be like, Chat, squish, squish, squish. It's also very soft, very plump. I can relate. Chat. I can relate. But yeah, handcam streams. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I was like, it's something to mix it up. I don't know. I'll be like totally honest with y'all. Like, it's not that I don't like gaming. I still game in my free time, and I enjoy playing games on stream, but it's just, I don't know. It feels like, especially in this last like year and a half, there hasn't been any new games that I'm like, there are a few, don't get me wrong, there have been games I've been super excited to play on stream, but like a lot of them, I'm just kind of like, well, I have to play something on stream, so I'll play it. You know, it's one of those where I feel like I'm kind of pushing myself more to play games on stream, even if I'm not necessarily feeling it. But because that's what I do, and the only thing I really know how to do, that's the only way I know how to be entertaining, chat, is to play games. I'm sorry. Man, I hate gaming. God, gaming sucks. Any gamers in chat? But of course, Anwa. And I mean, even though I did not participate, I did it because I was like, I just want y'all you know, it's as the show of support, even though I couldn't make it. I try and do that for peeps, especially when I can't like do stuff. Oh, be a chicken. Be a chicken, guys. This is Justin. Vana is a fake gamer. Listen, I do game. Like, I've been playing games. Like, I played Peak with Gary. I've been trying to get people to play Peak with me, but everyone's busy. So I played it with Gary. It's a fun game. I enjoy it. And I started a new survival game called Aska. And it's like, it's Viking, but it's not so much Valheim. It's like, it plays closer to like Conan Exiles, where you do have like villagers and stuff. It's a little bit more on like the tedious end of survival games. I don't find Valheim that tedious. But also there's a lot of settings I can mess with. But that's what I've been playing. I've been really enjoying it. As tedious as it is, it's kind of nice to just be like, I'm a Viking and I'm building like houses and stuff. I don't know, it's just relaxing for me, chat. But yeah, I've been researching plushie making sites. I just literally broke that thing. Did you see that, chat? Did you see that? Did you see that fly off from my finger? It's now sitting next on the floor amidst all my cables, broken because I stretched it too much. That's why I have backup. I bought like a pack of 20 of these off of Amazon for like $10, so I'm not surprised they break easily, but makeshift U2s. Listen, let me propose an idea, HH. I know makeshift is the big one, especially because it's kind of like, I don't know, I feel like it's the more popular one. There's definitely, yeah, U2s and a few others. I would love a plushie one day, but I'd want like a more, like with little pup. But I want little pup to have a name. Before I got a plushie of little pup, you know, I feel like he should have a name. An HH plushie in the future? Hell yeah! Yes. What form? Would it be like your griffin form? Like, would it be like your little cute goober form, as I refer to it? Because I would buy 50. I would have them all. Yes, just all over my room. Absolutely, just watching me. That would be so cool. It'd be so cool, though. But yeah, plushies, one day, maybe. I don't... the things you think about. That's like me with, like, anytime I'm like, man, I really want to do merch, but I don't know, like, what the heck I would ever do, you know? Like, I don't know. Did I just, like, cut myself? No, I didn't. I did cut myself. Did cut myself in preparation for my, like, 9.5 hour work day. I was getting ready, and I cut myself. It's actually kind of deep. Not deep enough to, like, need stitches, but, like, I put a bandage on it, and then I looked at it when I got home, and I was like, man, that's actually deeper than I thought, but it's fine. They make official plushies for Dragon Drop, so I may poke them in the future. Oh my gosh, Dragon Drop. I love the look of Dragon Drop. It's on my list. It's on my list, guys. But yeah, plushies would be cool, merch would be cool. I don't know. I'm just, as much as I'm like, I think my problem is that because I have my job, like my day job is so creative, I find it really hard to be creative outside of work, which sucks because content creation has the word creation in it, which means, you know, creating things and, you know, being creative. And I want to be creative, but I use all that like creative juice when I'm working. And I'm like, man, I don't have anything left to give to streaming, but I want to. That's the thing, is I'm like, I wish I could give less to work, less of that energy to work, and put more of that into streaming. One day we'll get there. But, yeah, that's definitely one thing I want to do, is, like, even if it's just simple merch, like, just getting, like, one solid, like, merch design that I could put on, like, a t-shirt, a, like, mug, a shaker cup, like that, just getting a solid, like versatile piece of art that I can put on like multiple different things. And the other idea that I talked about with a few people, which is a Vtuber calendar. Anyone? That's more so for like a charity thing. I'm slowly starting to think of and plan about, because you know me, I like to do charity stuff, and I'm planning probably on doing something later this year for a charity thing. But yeah, that was one of the ideas of like, because that's another thing I always struggle with is like, what rewards can I give people for like supporting like a charity or like a subathon or whatever it may be. And I was like, man, a VTuber calendar would be cool, where it was like you have like 12 different VTubers together in this calendar. Each of them have a month. And then ideally there would be like, it would start in like December or whatever. There'd be like the one extra month to have like, actually the cover would probably be be the like spread of like all together. But I thought it would be kind of cool to like have that as like a joint charity thing. I'm listening. Spicy anatomy references? No! Like it wouldn't be like, not like a firefighter calendar. Like not like one of those. Or maybe that would be like, that would be like extra premium, you know, that would be the one that we charge double for. The standard one, and it also depends on the charity too. Like some of the charities that I've worked with before, like especially the ones with kids, they don't like it. It can be a little tricky to like do things. I love those things. I love the stimulation, those little ring things give me, but holy shit, do they fly off my fingers. Chat, and I don't want to reach down. It almost went in my soup. Feet calendar. Yeah, it's just feet. VTuber feet. Yes, it's just all VTuber feet in different like surfaces, you know. It's all just feet. Yeah. When doing the Halloween charity, yeah, and that's the same with me for like Extra Life. And when I did St. Jude, right, is like a lot of them are like, keep it like family friendly, which is hard because technically I'm not a family friendly streamer. But for those, again, I try to keep it fairly tame as I can. As tame as I can while still keeping my chaotic energy. Yeah. It's a good sip, chat. Good sip. But yeah, that was one of my things, because like for work we do a calendar every year. It's literally just of like adopted animals, and it's just a photo of the adopted animal and then a story about them. That's how we do like one of the many things we do for fundraising. But it kind of inspired me. I was like, what if I did that for like a VTuber thing? You know, because I saw that Fourth Wall does calendars now. So I was like, that would be a pretty easy thing to do without, I don't know why I whistled there. I'm just whistling today, chat. But that would be super easy to do. The tricky thing would be figuring out the art, because it's like, part of me is like, it'd be cool if everyone had like picked a different artist, had their own artist, and you had 12 totally unique like art pieces from VTubers. But then at the same time, there's the other side where it's like, but it would also be cool to get like the same artist to do the full calendar. So the ideas, thoughts, chat, thoughts. It's one of those things I'm like, that's kind of cool, but like I don't know which would be, there's no best way, but I don't know what would be like the way that would appeal to most people. That's the thing I always struggle with. I'm like, I have all these cool ideas, but I don't know if anyone will like them. That's what I struggle with. I talked about how I don't fidget at all, but this entire time, I think it's because I feel like I have to have my hands visible. This is the most I've ever fidgeted. What if I brought out chat? This is this is where I put all the random tech shit, like the jingles. Oh, there we go. I should keep that. And the famous dog clicker, chat. The dog clicker. Famous dog clicker. Got a random battery in here. Got a bunch of random crap. It's mostly where my wipes go for like my glasses and screens and shit. There we go. We'll get more shit for me to fidget with, I guess. Dog clicker merch? Like a branded dog clicker? Could you imagine? Just a bunch of Vana dog clickers out and about? That'd be hilarious. Can it contribute to your ideas, or if I have to tune them down? Never feel bad. Like, that's the thing, is like, I just like the fact that I can like tell people, and people will like like entertaining, you know? They'll consider it and they'll be like, oh yeah, that sounds cool. Even if it's like you can't participate or whatever, like I still just like having people being willing to like hear my ideas. Cause sometimes I think they're kind of crazy. Even though they may not be, I think they're kind of crazy or like out there, or that no one would be interested because that's just my inner voice, inner doubt talking. Big batteries? Were they that big? Those were just like AA batteries. What do you mean? How can you say keep it tame when you can't be tamed? Do you even know the meaning of that word? It's like why is it I watched The Princess Bride so many times, but now that I'm on the spot and trying to think about it, my brain is just going burr. Inconceivable. There we go. Yeah, tamed is my inconceivable. Jingles, chat. Jingle, jingle, jingle. Yes, the keychain is actually a little boba keychain. My mom got me for Christmas one year. It's a little like boba tea. It's very cute. There's actual liquid and balls in it. I don't use it anymore, but it came with a bell. Came with this nice little bell, so it gives nice little jingles. Nice little jingles for you, chat. And this is the Ono roller. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of dark. But I use this for fidgeting a lot. Not a lot. I used to. Like I said, I'm not a huge fidgeter. I go through like phases of stuff. But like, especially for meetings, because it's silent. It's quiet, so I can use it during meetings and no one will yell at me. She's trying to distract us. Stay focused, soldiers. No, I will distract. Not shake the bell. It's quite loud. Is it? Is it that loud? I mean, I know it can be loud. Just turn me down! That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I don't want to overstimulate y'all, even though that's part of the brand, which is funny because I don't like being overstimulated, but here we are. Here we are, chat! But yes, maybe dog clicker. You know, like there's sometimes you see like the merch where it's like people with like their brand of like boba teas or whatever, or like as a Tamagotchi. What if it was like me and a dog clicker? It was just me and a dog clicker in some way. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I gotta think about it. Merch is one of those things. It's on my list. I want to do it, but I just the ideas aren't there of like cool things. Maybe it's just one of those things like I often have to do where I'm like, I just have to do it. I just gotta do the thing and then we'll see what happens. But I guess with merch, what always makes me a little bit apprehensive is like paying for art, especially when you're using it for commercial purposes, can get kind of pricey. And I don't want to do the whole thing where I like invest. Like I'm like, you know, it's like the same thing with like a big model where I tell everyone like, if you're starting out as a VTuber, don't get a big fancy model because that's a huge investment and you might not like VTubing or you might not like the model or you might want to rebrand in a year. Sort of thing, right? Like it's the same thing with me and merch. Even though I don't think that, I'm like, no, it'll be great. Like even if it does, like even if I don't sell a piece of merch, like I still have cool artwork. But there's that voice in my head where it's like, but if no one buys it, that what was the point? That was a waste. Even though I know it's not a waste, you know. HH, are you trying to are you trying to speak in Morse code? Hi, Dan. How are you? Welcome on in. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. It's been a while. I feel like it's been a while, but also not. But also a while, you know? But also a while. Do it sold. We're doing handcam testing today, which I haven't really tested it much, but I mean, y'all haven't complained about it, so I'm glad I ease into VTubing by drawing my models myself than live to G being stupid cheap. It's true. That's one of the things I wish where I'm like, I wish I could be more like quote unquote self-made in the fact of like yes, I did make my own panels. I do make my own overlays, like by starting screen, ending screen. I made all of that. The art included and stuff like that. But like I wish I could do more like like traditional art things, you know? Like I wish I could do more art stuff too. Because then like that would give me more things that I could share with you and I could make for y'all, you know? Wolf Ocean, Laura, how are you? 84 million years. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. It's nice to see you. You get hands today. Hands, chat. Hands. I have hands. It's true. You don't see them usually, but today we have the hand cam on because I bought a new webcam. I don't know. gives me something. This is like my version of Subway Surfers, actually. My hand cam is just my version of Subway Surfers for y'all, so I keep your focus, you know? Don't let them hold each other. That'll make the age rating go up. You know what? Fair. Fair. Make a lot of stuff for my viewers that it really gets seen. You should change that. You should listen, HH. If you ever made, and here's my thoughts. Like, if you if you just made, I don't even know if you have this, but like, because I've tried, you know me and my loot drop memberships and the Patreons and all of that stuff, but like HH, like, I would pay monies to see like art. And a lot of people would. Or even like little, like, oh my gosh, if you could do like, here's an idea, like little comics of your little goofy goober, you know, the little quick doodles you're doing, and they're just like little comics. I'd love that. I'd even pay you to make comics with me included. I'd pay you, HH. Are you going to use that instead of your phone for your model? No, iPhone tracking is better. Even though like there is like the NVIDIA stuff for VTube Studio, iPhone, especially with the Arc kit, is just overall still better in terms of capturing face stuff. Webcam is mostly for work because I need to show my face for work meetings, sadly. But I decided to make it a tax write-off by using it for stream stuff too. Since I still had webcams aren't cheap, you can get cheap ones, but I was like, the last one I had was like a $75 one, or $60 one, and it lasted a long time. But I was like, if I'm going to buy a new one, like I kind of want to like have it be a semi-decent one, you know? I didn't know you have tattoo. I have many tattoos. This is probably the only one you'll ever see. I have 1, 2, 3. You gotta do this every time, chat. 1, 2, 3, 5. I have 5 tattoos. I would like more, but A, tattoos are expensive, and B, I'm an indecisive wolf. So I never know what I want to get. Or like, I'm like, I want to get something, but I don't have like a solid idea. Imagine showing up in a work meeting as your model. I did that, not as this model, but as like the default VTube Studio, like pup in a cup model. I did that once. And one of my coworkers thought it was hilarious, but that was the closest that crossover got. Yeah. Use a webcam because my own phone sucked. Now I got a new phone. Yeah. If you can use a phone, even if you have an Android, like there's, is it like Vana? That's what I used when I only had my Samsung phone. I didn't have an iPhone I could use. I used that, and that worked pretty well. That's what the Gremlin, like those of you who are here for the OG Gremlin, if you know the Gremlin phase. Not the one I've been using recently, not the silly model, like the Gremlin with the the teal cyan hair and the hood. If you know, you know. That I use V9 for that model. The snacks era, yes, the snacks era. If you were here for the snacks era, that's what I used for most of it. Was V9, and it worked really well. Again, still not as great because again, ArcKit is exclusive to iPhone, but it's still pretty good to make use of it. Ages 50 years, oh my god, it feels like 50 years. I haven't thought about that in ages. It's funny because I was going through, I finally maxed out my cloud storage, and they were gonna make me pay like an extra $100 to get another terabyte of storage, and I was like, hell no! So I finally bought an external hard drive, to move really old like VODs and stuff, because I'm a hoarder. I want to keep all those, because I'm like, what if in like 10 years I want to do with this big whole like look back at Vana thing, right? Like I don't want to like loot, like I just still want to have old stuff, and I don't want to rely on YouTube for archiving it, because like the quality does go down a little bit when you upload stuff to YouTube and it doesn't keep the audio track separated. So I want to keep some old stuff, right? But I was going through and like there was stuff from like, and it even felt old looking back at it, like with the pre-made model I used before I got the 1.0. And I was like, wow, that even feels old looking at it. I look back at the progress of clicker training. Guys, that video is only like, is it even a year old? I don't even think that video is a year old. I don't think clicker training is that old yet. I don't even think it's that old. Yeah, I can check. I can tell you exactly how old the clicker training is. But it will be someday true. The inception.
Grandma, I'm tired. Can we stop watching your 3-hour rant about marriage or milk guzzling?
No! You will sit there and you will enjoy it. What? Understand, never gonna give you. It's funny because the clicker training video did amazing on Instagram, but everywhere else, it's not even my best performing video. Funny enough, though, on YouTube, my best performing video is the jingle jingle video, followed by the fetch video. I mean, not that it didn't do. I like it still. It's almost at 10K views. But still. That was posted in August. Oh, it'll be a year in like at the end of August, chat. It'll be a year since I became known as Dog Clicker Girl. That is wild. That is crazy to think about. God, I love the fetch video. See, I'm glad y'all appreciate my silliness. Cause, sometimes I'm like, sometimes it's hard, especially when like even last week, I was like feeling exhausted from work and stuff. And I was like trying to like be like, oh no, like I gotta like plan my schedule and all this stuff. And I'm like, what if no one remembers me? What if I go live on Tuesday and everyone's gone? I've sat in on him making a lot of those vids. You've gotten all the sneaky peekies, HH. I got scarred for life early. You're one of the few OGs that still show up. That know. I think you've been here. Yeah, you've been here for like every era, which is wild to think about. It's wild. It's wild to think. I'm a Patreon without being a Patreon. It's true. It's true. I need to finish this soup. It's gonna be cold. It is kind of cold. It is kind of cold, chat. It is there's the soup with the little noodles. It's kind of cold. God, there's a new wolf feature on the block. The one I watched a couple weeks ago was cringe. Is that, are you saying I'm cringe? Is that what you're saying? I don't know. I feel like I just try and be me. Like, I'm not acting. Like, I tried early on to, like, play a character, But that's not me. I'm good at role-playing with my words. I'm good at, like, writing the fan fiction, but I am not good at acting the fan fiction, chat, if you know what I mean, I can't play a character. I don't have that ability. Because bird VTubers are rare. That's true. Bird VTubers are definitely on the rarer side. I've seen a lot of skeletons lately. Wolves are always going to be a big one because wolves and cats will always be kind of like the big ones. Actually, like normal, like totally normal, like just people VTubers are also pretty rare. Like not like cat girl or whatever, like just actual regular humans. Also, beaks are hard to rig. Yeah, anything. I'd imagine like, well, I don't know. Snouts might be a little easier, but like. Yeah, beaks I feel like are also tricky just because of how a beak is. skeleton dude with a duck is name that messes with my head. You're like, you're a duck! No, you're a skeleton! That's fair. I'm trying to drink more soup. Be more, weird animal VTubers. I've never seen an anteater. There probably is, though. Like, I've done that a couple times where I was talking to Gary about, like, making him a persona, which you've seen him with, like, the Bear King. But I was like, wow, like, a mimic. But there are mimic VTubers, like, mimic as in I'm talking, like, classic, like, D&D, like, their chest, kind of. And there are variations on that mimic, but, like, they do exist. I found a couple of them in doing research. You'd be surprised how many you're like, I haven't seen this, but if you know how to Google, you can find people who are those. Yeah. Yeah. The more you know, chat. Sentient Molotov cocktail, yeah. I saw very early on, I Googled chicken nugget because I was like, man, should I be a chicken nugget VTuber? Those exist. I thought it was so unique. Everyone's so creative. And no, there's literally like a whole bunch of chicken nugget VTubers. I like the ones that are like foods. Like there's a pierogi VTuber. I'm like, that's kind of cool. That's neat because as someone who's like heritage is Ukrainian, I'm like, that's kind of neat. That's kind of cool. The different food types are kind of neat. Glad you're comfortable being yourself with us. Makes your streams more genuine. Well, and that's the thing, right? Is like, I'm not, my brain, I don't know. I can't play a character. I'm not like, that requires so much like acting. Like, I will sprinkle in like the whole wolf thing and that, like, I will sprinkle that in there. But there are some VTubers out there that their entire thing, and one of the first VTubers I watched actually, it was full character, full in character, like they were essentially like acting the entire time. And I thought that was so cool, but like I couldn't do that because every time I tried, I'd be like, this just feels like I'm forcing it. And by very early testing, before I even debuted as a VTuber with my PNG model, I did tests with a character that I really liked, and I tried being in character, and I could not do it. And it's one of those things, I'm sure with practice, or if you've already done it, you can get there. But just for me, I was like, I like that piece where it's like yeah, I'm not a wolf. Obviously, I'm not a wolf in real life, chat. Like, you know, like, obviously. Have a twin raccoon and duck? Yeah, it's interesting once you start diving into it and looking at different VTubers, like how many you're like, oh, this seems really unique, and then you do some searching, and you're like, oh, actually, because it's one of those things where it's like, it's that and this kind of can sound blunt, but like nothing is unique anymore, and that's okay. That doesn't mean that like whatever people are doing isn't cool, right? But like chances are is it's like everything that's been done has kind of been done. And it's just different takes on it. And that's okay. You add your own flair. But, like, chances are, if you can, it's the same thing as, like, the whole, like, Rule 34, right? It's like that, but for VTubing. If you can think of a concept for a VTuber, it probably already exists. Hi, Ty, how are you? Welcome on in. Yes, my work break was grueling, but I'm glad I'm back. I've been bamboozled. I can't believe it. You're not actually a wolf girl VTuber. Wolf with fake human hands and on 6 trying to fool us. And that's just where I whip it out and you just see dog paws. That's where I need Zeus. If only Zeus actually liked being around me. He's very, like, classic on a husky where he's, like, on his own terms. He will be around me when he needs attention or needs something. But other than that, like, I am just, like, peasant scum to him. Wolf in a granny suit, we know this one. I like From Hoodwinked, which is a great movie. Doesn't age well in terms of the animation, but it still was a hilarious movie. If you did this handcam with wolf paw gloves, that would be really funny. Maybe next time. Maybe next time, chat. But then people would be calling me a furry. But, you know. You do that anyway, so might as well play into it. Might as well just play into it, chat. All right, the ads are about to start in 10 seconds. You'll get ads, chat. I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'm just gonna sit here. Chat, is this the time I paywall? The real reason I did this, even though not really, it's the Hot Ones Pringles chips. It's a 4 out of 10, chat. I've already had some of these. It's definitely not a 4 out of 10 heat level. I can tell you that. Quick, subscribe now or get Twitch Turbo to watch me eat the chip live during the ad break. They're all right. I don't know. I just find they're just... I don't know. I got the lowest one I could find because I wasn't sure. Like, I've only watched Hot Ones. Like, I've only really seen the clips on TikTok. I've never actually watched a full, like, Hot Ones video. But I wasn't sure what they're... Cause the heat scales are never consistent. Even... They use, like, the not... Like, heatinist, which I'm like... Why don't you just use Scovilles? Which I'm sure Heatonist probably uses it, but I don't know. I can't confirm. Hot Ones in general don't taste great. Fair. I mean, they're going for spice, right? They're not going for flavor. But why not both, chat? Why not both? Also, while the ad break is on, did I tell y'all? Hey, Turbo subscribers, did I tell y'all I'm trying to start a Patreon because they're upping the fees starting in August, and even though I have no intention of using Patreon, if I publish a page before the deadline, I don't have to start paying. If I ever needed to use it in the future, I won't get the higher fee. So stupid. I'm literally just doing it. It's like reserving my username and page just so I don't get the higher, like, 10%. They want to raise it to, right now it's 8%. Cut on top of, like, that is after, like, transaction fees and conversion fees and all that stuff. They take 8% off. They're bumping it up to 10% in August, which is absolutely doo-doo. And not cool. But I was like, if I ever, for whatever reason, ever needed to create a Patreon, I want to lock in the lower rate before it's too late. So, the page is under review right now, but will anything ever be on it? No. No, it will not. But it will be there. It will exist for the purpose of existing. All right, I'm almost on my soup. You're hearing me clink against the cup. This pico. Look at that. I finished all my soup. It's all gone. I'm probably going to need a snack in a bit, but that's fine. I got tons of snacks, chat. If there's one thing I have, it's lots of snacks. Snacks. Because above all, I'm free. Welcome back. What was the hot sauce ad? What was that hot sauce ad? Was it a good hot sauce ad? Spicy mustard. Like a Dijon? A Dijon? Existing is overrated. True. Imagine existing. And now I want a burger. Weird how that works. Sometimes that happens. I've had that before where I see something, and it usually happens when Gary's around. I'll be like, man, I really want this. And he's like, well, that's random. And I'm like, no, because this made me think about that. So now I want that. Yeah, shake it, Laura. Shake it for me. But yeah, technically I'll have a Patreon. Nothing will be on it. But I'm putting it there just so I can get the lower fee if I ever do need it. I don't know. I think Fourth Wall is better, but the problem is because Fourth Wall is technically kind of quote unquote self-hosted, like it's not a platform in the sense there's discoverability. It's a platform in the fact that it's a tool you can use to like build a membership site. But Patreon has discoverability in it. which is why I think so many people use it, and it's so well known. People know what a Patreon is. People don't really know what a fourth wall is, right? But Patreon, people know that. The brand recognition is huge. Even though Patreon sucks for creators, but, you know, I'm doing it just in case. I'm that person. I doomsday prep, but for, like, content creation. I'm like, in case I ever need this, like, in case I ever need, like, a Fansly, do I have my username saved? Yep. Do I ever plan on, like, using it or doing anything on Fansly? Nope. But I have it. But I have it just in case. Same with Threads. Do I use it? Nope. Is my account there? Yep. Was not expecting to hear that. Fair. That's fair. Yeah, that one's a weird one, but it was one of those things where it was like people were talking about, like, if Twitch ever had a downfall, where would you stream? And I was like, well, shit. People were like naming all these sites, and I was like, I mean, technically Fansly counts. Technically. Technically it counts. So, yep. Yep. Sorry, Blue Twitch. Sorry. Can't wait to get yeeted. Sorry, Blue Twitch. You have a Blue Twitch. But it's not nice for me? That's fair, HH. That's fair. I mean, if you want, I mean, it works. If you need someone to do... Ooh, what if we do... HH, I might talk to you. I might have an idea. Thinking about, like, content stuff. I might have an idea. I could provide you the safe for work comms. We'll talk. Because I'm just like, I do want more art in general, because I love having cool art things, but also it's more stuff that I can share, right? Besides, like, clips and stuff like that. But I was like, what if I started doing, like, we'll talk. But I was like, I've toyed with the idea of having, like, monthly art stuff, for like subs and stuff. So, like, this could be a great opportunity for the both of us. And you know me, I'm, as much as I'm not wholesome on stream when it comes to art, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of a prude. Like, I can appreciate other people's suggestive art and stuff like that, but I've never been not safe for work. And that's no shade on anyone. I know I have lots of friends who love the NSFW, but it is not me. That is not my thing for me, and my personal art. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what it is, chat. Just my brain isn't there yet. But if you had asked me, like, 3 years ago if I would be a wolf girl talking about Minotaur milk on stream, I would have said you're crazy. So, you know. Iconic, chat. Iconic. I'm not peeing on the carpet chaos. I'm just a silly little guy talking on stream, fidgeting with things to test the handcam, which I don't know what else I need to test really. I know it can autofocus if I do this. I can remember if I can do this and, like, block everything else. Yes, one day I'll figure out. There it is. You can see juice on my fingernail. He's flipped for you, but c'est la vie. It does autofocus. And it autofocuses pretty well, actually. This was a good investment. It was still a fairly quote-unquote cheap. I had like was it a like $20 off coupon for it on Amazon? It was a good deal. I probably wouldn't have paid full price for it. I probably would have gotten the one up from this, which had like some, like, it would actually like auto track if I moved my hand and stuff, which I would be personally scared to use, because I was like, what if I brought my hand to my face, and even though it would still be pointed down, I was like, what if I almost dox my face? That's my greatest fear. Greatest fear, y'all seeing what I look like. Even though there are a very small group of you who do know what I look like, but I want to keep it that way. I like the anonymity of VTubing. What can I say? But yeah, we've just been yapping. Those of you who've just popped on in, we've just been yapping, catching up. I've been fidgeting. I've broken like 2 or flung. Well, I broke one and flung the other. Like they're like these little metal rings that are like kind of pointy. They're like an acupressure, kind of almost like fidget toy. But they're also kind of like coiled, so they're kind of springy, so they just fly off or break. Which I've done 2 of those now. Chat. Okay, I'm gonna switch fidget toys. Even though this one is like the worst, these are the magnet things. I talked about them a while ago, chat. But like I had them when I was a kid, and a company makes them now, and they're like aimed towards adults. They're like the little magnet sticks, like this, and then you can do this. I don't fidget with them a lot because they're kind of noisy, but they're nice. They're nice sometimes. Pinky, hi, how are you? Thank you. I'm glad you like my paws. My human hands on a stick, as chat likes to say. Welcome on in. Survive. Yeah, we're yapping, catching up. I was away last week, and by away I mean suffering with work. So now we're yapping. I'm testing out my new webcam that I'm going to use for handcam stuff. And just fidgeting with things. Again, it's so weird. Because I really don't fidget with things during the day when I'm working and stuff like that. But, like, for whatever reason, with the hand cam on, it's like my brain is like, you have to do something with your hands, fidget with things. But it's too bright to sleep. Yeah, it is. The summer's here where it's like, yes, it stays light until, like, 10 p.m. You're lucky if it starts getting even a little dark by 10 p.m. I feel that. That's why I'm glad I live in the basement. Because, like, I do have a window, but it's, like, it's a small window, so it doesn't get very much light. But it's enough that, like, sometimes if it's really bright and sunny out, it'll still cast some light into the room. But not much. The sun stays up till sunrise. Thank you. Yeah, it's just all the time. 24/7, 365. All sunny all the time here in Canada. I would hate that. I could never. I don't know how people, like, in the more northern, like the quote-unquote Arctic, like the real northern countries or, like, territories and all that, where I'm like, I could not do, like light, like 16 hours plus a day, like that's, like, again, you can get used to it, I'm sure, but I'm like, that's just, I feel like that really messes with your circadian rhythm, and mine's already pretty effed up. Chat, does that make sense? Have you heard about Veil Reach Prime? I need to update that message because that's no longer, I mean, Veil Reach Prime is still a thing, but that I don't have the beanies emote anymore. One day I'll update one day I'll sit down and move everything to the new bot, but it's still in alpha, so I'm really holding out, chat. Really holding out here. 22 to 24 hours of sun. I had a relative living up there. As much as I like the sunlight during the summer and stuff, and, like, the winter months suck with it getting dark at, like, 4 p.m., that's too much. That is too much. Too much sun! Set me free. Oh, and let me free. Now I'm just in the vibe part of the stream. I've yapped so much today, chat, and now I'm just focusing on fidgeting. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Oh, Chad, I also have a Slinky. It's technically Gary's Slinky. He got it because he wanted it for fidgeting purposes. I used to be a big Slinky person when I was young, but this is not the bright rainbow Slinky that's plastic. It's a cold metal, lifeless Slinky. Yeah, there you go. There it is. So it's not my jam to fidget with. I don't like how cold and like it's just not doesn't feel good in my hands. I'm very tactile, chat. If something doesn't feel like I'm that person where I can taste in the microfiber cloth when I touch it, you know? Like that's me. I can taste fabrics if the texture is off. The Slinky slinked its last key. Oh my gosh, it's time. But yes, this is what Gary usually fidgets with. Not my jam. Not my jam. I did break many a Slinky when I was a kid, though. Getting the like coils all twisted in that. Yep. But it is kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. Now that I'm sitting here, I'm like, this is kind of fun. This is kind of. Welcome, chat. Welcome to the Slinky stream, where I just play with a Slinky for 3 hours. This is it. The ultimate Subway Surfers. Just Slinky. Woo! Next time. Not this time, though. There you go. That was Slinky time. Do I have anything else? No. I showed some of y'all already know chicken. There's chicken. I have a lot of crap. I like having knickknacks on my desk. I have this. This used to hang on my microphone, but then the clip broke. My sister brought me this back from Japan years ago when she went for an exchange. Look at this. Oh wait, I gotta get the. I'm not used to the camera angle. There we go. Okay, still not. It's like it's in reverse and flipped. There we go. There, look at him. It's the little blue Tortoro. Little baby, little guy. It's got his little sack and everything. I love this thing, but yeah, the clasp broke at some point. But very cute. Love it. I love it. That's also sitting on my desk. Again, used to sit on my mic stand, but it keeps on falling off because obviously there's no clasp to keep it on there. A Slinky VTube. There you go. Slinky VTuber, chat. I'm sure that already exists. I'm sure if you search Slinky VTuber, there's got to be at least one. Oh. I apparently slinked too hard to the sun, and Twitch was like, that's too much Slinky! You've slinked too much. That was too much Slinky. It's fine, we're back. Refresh. Yeah, we're back. And the days of thunder. Yeah, we were down briefly. I slinky too close to the sun, chat, and Twitch had to nuke me. But yes, here's a little chimkin. Little chimkin. We don't have a name. I don't know what we should name the chimkin. The Slinky had to go help Woody. Woody! I haven't watched Toy Story in ages. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like Toy Story that much. It's I don't know. I know a lot of people really like it. I don't know. I never really enjoyed it. Even as a kid. I was like, I don't know. It was just not, I don't know. Like, Mr. Potato Head, funny. The Aliens, funny. I also watched, like, the Buzz Lightyear, like, Disney Channel show when that was on. I enjoyed that. But the actual, like, Toy Story movies, never really enjoyed. It's no ants. I've never seen ants. I've never seen ants. Fun fact. The Claw. I've never seen ants. I've seen the cover of it, but, like, I've never actually watched ants. The Claw! It's my hand, chat. It's my hand. My hand is... Wait, it's gotta be closer. My hand is the claw. I can grab you. I've been chosen, chat. You've been chosen. Look at you. You get to go off. You get to go off. It's pretty hefty. It's like 900 grams. I think. No, not 900 grams. That'd be almost like a kilogram. I think it's 97 grams is what it is. I think. Yes. But still, this is pretty chunky. This is chunky chicken. It's the way I like them. I like them big. I like them chunky, chunky. The saxophone in the song is so good. It's so good, chat. It's peak. Absolutely peak. What weighs more than a kilogram of chicken? What weighs more, a kilogram of chicken or a kilogram of Vana? I don't know. I'm gonna go with a kilogram of chicken because you can fit more chickens into a kilogram. Was I right, chat? I used to get always so confused whenever they would be like, which weighs more, a kilogram of feathers or a kilogram of what, bricks or whatever? And then they're always like, they're both a kilogram, they weigh the same. But I'd be like, no, it would be the feathers. I will still die on that hill. It's the feathers, damn it. 3.4 ounces. Thank you, HH. The feathers weigh more. No, the bricks would weigh more. Steel. No, the feathers would weigh less because they're lightweight. You gotta live with what you did to those poor chickens. Were they chicken feathers though? I don't think they ever specified. It could have been like Canadian goose feathers, or something. I don't know. They could have been synthetic feathers. You don't know. This is good. Take on the song. It's real, as Gary would say, rump rattling song. Makes me want to throw it back, chat. Even though I can't throw it back, I've tried. I've seen my TikTok feed has been invaded by K-pop demon slayers, which is funny because I don't have Netflix anymore. But I basically know how the entire movie plays out. The soundtrack, absolute banger. Once again, the world proving that fictional K-pop groups somehow seemed to pump out more bangers than the real K-pop groups. Where was I going with this? Chat, I lost it. I was going somewhere. I lost my train of thought. We were talking about feathers. How did we get to K-pop? Oh, the song Rump Rattling. Right. I was trying to do Cat's Eye Gnarly, but I cannot do, if you know, I cannot do the rump rattling move in that. You were about to say K-pop groups aren't, it's all an illusion, chat. Just like VTubers. VTubers aren't real, K-pop groups aren't real. Do you see them outside of the concerts? No, that's how you know. That's how you know, chat. Kind of suspicious. They're cryptids. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's gonna run ads again. I'm sorry, chat. Sorry, it's automated. It's automated, chat. You're gonna get a couple of ads. Wishes, I'll be there for you. Now I can gatekeep, chat. I can gatekeep behind the paywall how I do a heart. You'll know how old I am when I do. There's jokes on you, chat. This is how you make a heart. Ooh, little finger heart. That's how you do it these days. Even though that's a very I learned about that from K-pop groups. They've been doing that for a while, but I don't know why that's the new gen thing. Maybe it's because all of the Gen Zs are big into K-pop, so they're this is how we do hearts now. I'm just gonna vibe. I'm just gonna talk to myself. Because that's what I do anyways, chat, while the ads are running. I'm just gonna talk to myself and pretend like I'm not crazy. I was crazy once. They put me in a room filled with guild rats. And now here I am. Here I am! Here I am, chat. I'll be there for you. Be there for you. Do 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 do. As Discord pings everyone again because it's like, you went live again. Yes, I know. I know I went live again. Thank you. Thank you, Discord. I love that you notify people automatically, but it's okay. I'll just re-ping the people. At least it's not. I hate it when it like back-to-back crashes. She knows we exist. She's breaking out of the simulation. Chat, I can't be tamed. I'm gonna break out of the matrix. I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be free. Free falling. The dream. It's the dream. Not to be free falling, but to be free. Woo, I'm first. Yeah, big ass. What I'm talking about. Wait, sorry, wrong one. Wrong one. First. You know what they say? First the worst, second the best, and third the gold third. Was that a Canadian only thing? I feel like that was. I don't know if that was in American. If that was in American, yes. That was in the States. Nobody claimed that. No, the stream crashed. The stream crashed. It crashed very briefly because I slinkied too hard. That's why. That's why. Yeah, so it reset. It resets automatically. All right, chat, it's time. It's time to get the crab rave on. Do 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 do. Bam 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 bam. Bum 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 bum. Was that a toot? Did that toot? I couldn't hear. I was jamming to crab rave, chat. My bee. My bee, was that a little toot? That was my nickname in college. Just kidding. I didn't have any nicknames in college because I didn't really hang out with people outside of class. I had people who were like friends in my class. Like I was friends with them because we were in the same class. But like outside of that, I pretty much just left class and went home. Unless it was a mandatory group project. But like outside of that, nah. Introvert, chat. Can you tell? Can you tell? Went to class, had some people I would talk to in that class, then went home. Didn't talk to a soul. Yep. Yep, that's me, chat. That was me. That was me. I mean, plus when you have like 8 a.m. classes, you know, like, and it's like a 20-minute drive. Ugh. Actually, it was more like a half-hour drive, but you know. I was the artist of the class. So you were the person who was on furriesforus.net in the middle of class. Hey, yo. First knew that much, the whole structure sucked. See, and that's why, again, I went to a technical college because I went for design, so I didn't go to like university. So that was better because you didn't have to take 3 years of 2 years of classes that had nothing to do with what you were trying to go to get your diploma for. I didn't have to take a math class, chat. I just had to took how to do like C++ and C# twice because they were separate classes. It was fun, you know. Photobucket and DeviantArt, I was definitely on Tumblr during class. It's fine. I was definitely on Tumblr, but don't worry, I had an extension installed. A sub baby. Oh my gosh. Who's the father, chat, dad? Who is it? Who is it? I've had more fun learning VTuber stuff on my own. Oh, same. I've had so much more fun, like, learning stuff for, like, VTubing and all of that, and, like, picking things up that way, and, like, teaching myself, like, video editing, or, like, how to do stuff in OBS, and all that jazz. That's definitely way more fun than, like, school, you know? Myself, no, that's not how that, I don't think that's how that works, chat dad. You can't, no, that's not how that works. A college NPC has an official VTuber? Do they actually? Wait, let me check this. I'm Canada is one of the biggest VTuber hotspots outside of Japan. I feel like it would be States. I feel like that would be the States, but I mean, I do know a lot of big name VTubers that are Canadian. So fair. And surprising number, actually. That's wild. It's real, chat. It's real. She's like a red panda? Interesting. Huh. More you know, chat. We were all sitting in the cuck chair. It's funny, I sent a really good the executive cuck chair where it was like, for whatever, and it's wild. In the hotel room again, chat, it was like a little desk with a lamp and everything pointing towards the bed. It was like at the foot of the bed with the chair pointing towards it and the desk. And I was like, wow, that's wild. Canadian version of Avkai in Niagara Falls. Oh, but that's like Niagara Falls. Oh, that's Niagara Falls. But at least it's not Toronto or like Montreal, I guess. I would love to I would love to set up something like more central, but again, I like the anonymity. I mean, I guess you could still organize and all that stuff, but like organizing a con, even like for like starting it up, is like a lot. A lot. And I don't know the first thing about it. I'm sure with my ADHD and hyperfixation, I can figure it out, but like, it'd be cool to have stuff just not exclusively in the States. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, everyone went to Offkai, and then TwitchCon tickets went on sale, and I was like, no, I'm not going. I'm not going there. I think that they should have TwitchCon. It should alternate. 1 year it should be in the States, and 1 year it should be in Canada, like they do for the IIHF Junior World Hockey Championships, where they like go one year it's in North America, 1 year it's in like Europe, and they go back and forth. The Offkai orgy with the wait, what? Wait, hold up. Wait. What do you mean? Wait, wrong. I keep on pressing the wrong button. What? Wait, I gotta switch back. Wait. What do you mean? I missed this. But granted, I was working, so I really have not looked at social media. I knew Offkai was happening, but like, I didn't really see much about it because, again, I was not on social media. For a meet and greet, it was neat. That's cool. I think it'd be cooler to have one. Have more options here in Canada for VTubers and stuff instead of it always being in the States. Travel there is always not, again, it's not great. Traveling anywhere outside of Canada is expensive, but you know. How are we doing tonight? I'm doing good, Kaiser. Welcome on in. Welcome, first time chatter. Welcome. I was away all last week. My first stream in a week. And I'm testing in a handcam setup. My hands. It's first time. First time you're chatting. First time everyone's seeing my hands. It's wild. Spitting shit. That's wild. That's a fan fiction right there. There we go. Fan fiction RL. Yes, HH, you are very right. That is very true. Yeah. No, I would never. I would never. No. Like, there are some cool things I would love to see in terms of like archaeology, like what the tar pits that's over in like California, but like no, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. You don't have hands, be real. Those are Gary's. You're right. These are actually Gary's hands. It's true. Gary has nice nails. It's true. Want out? Okay. What if? What if America became the? I guess we would make you a territory. You would not be a province. You would be. You would be. You would not. You would not be a province. You would not have that luxury. You would be. You would be the 14th territory, the 4th territory, if you would. But I don't know if we want you either. That's the thing. It's like I don't know if we want you. You can stay there. You can stay. We don't want. We just want like the cool people. We don't want everyone else. We just want the non-problematic people. Yeah. As much as I'd be like, it'd be funny to make y'all like the 4th territory, but also, you know. I've offered marriage. Yeah. You know, if I want my life to be like a soap opera, and there's definitely, if Gary would be cool with it. Hey Gary, some of my VTuber friends want to escape the States, so how would you feel? How would you feel if for legal reasons? Do you imagine? I don't think that would work, but yeah, it's pretty doo-doo. I mean, Canada definitely is not perfect, but let's just say I don't feel unsafe in my own country, which I know isn't necessarily the same sentiment down south. So, yeah. Yeah. I mean, medical system, not great. I haven't seen an actual doctor in like 5 years. But you know, no one can be perfect, you know, in the words of the great Hannah Montana. Nobody's perfect. I gotta work it again and again until I get it right. But hey, we have Timbits and ketchup chips and all dressed chips. So, and coffee crisp. What a jam, chat. What a jam. How very Canadian of you. Hi, Bolts, how are you? Hi. I don't know which way I should put my hand to wave to the camera. Hi, Bolts, how are you? I hope you're doing well. It's nice to see you. We're just yapping. I haven't streamed in a week because I was working. I was working overtime and all this stuff. So, the first time I'm back. Moved to New Zealand. See, the fun thing about being Canadian is you can go to Commonwealth countries. It's still expensive, but traveling there is much easier than other countries because you're part of the Commonwealth. So like Australia, New Zealand, like there's not as many like visas and stuff that you have to do. And I missed you, Bolts. We gotta do something. We gotta do things. Although I see you we gotta catch up. I keep on saying that, but like now work is actually officially and it's like quiet time now. For the summer, it won't be as busy, so now I can actually like talk to people outside of stream stuff. It'll be so nice. It'll be so nice. I can actually socialize, chat. Keep my pets. Moving pets, and I know this because that's not my job, but I work for an animal welfare organization, and there was a whole thing we had to do this year about moving pets internationally and stuff. It's wild how different and like the different like requirements and restrictions are for moving pets to different countries, and also the costs are absolutely wild, which is unfortunate because pets, pets are family. Yeah. Oh, don't worry, Bolts. I will hit you up in your DMs. We gotta yap. Gotta talk. People have been asking for Interspecies Reviewers Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. People will come. I mean, yes, people will come, but like people have said, when's Part 2 coming? We're just really edging it, guys. It's on point. It's on brand. It's on brand. To a full Hear Me Out stream, it's true. We'll revive it. There's not even. I'll save it. I have a list. I have lists of things. People have been sending me lists because some people had really long lists that we couldn't include last time, and I still have them. We just need to make it like an ongoing series at this point. Let's just make it, guys. What if we started a podcast where we talk about monster? What if? I mean, those probably already exist. Like I said, it's Rule 34, but in content creation. I'm down. I'll just be like the innocent, doe-eyed one, being like, "Huh? Explain? I need to. Huh? I would guest star for that. Surprisingly, I know a lot of people who probably would. Who would? When you call a cow going down an aisle. Oh, going down a slide. Sorry, I don't know why I read that as aisle. Let me do that again. Take 2, Electric Boogaloo. When you call a cow going down a slide, a beef slider. Slider? I barely even know her, chat. Zing. Also, I love the name What's It To Ya. This is a great username. 20 out of 10. The slime episode will have ID beating down a door. That and the Spider Girl episode. Lucky Greyhorn, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. If you don't know me, I am Vana, your cursed chaotic wolf overlord. I was once the final boss of an MMO, but now here I am with my first ever handcam stream. Welcome on in. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Oh my goodness. Are you part of the resurgence? Are you part of the rebellion to force EA's hand to make a 3? I hope you had a fun time. Thank you for bringing your community by. Everyone, please go check out Lucky Greyhorn. And Greyhorn, if you have to go do any post-stream self-care and raid and run, I totally understand. You do what you gotta do. I promise to be only mildly cringe and unhinged with your community while you're away. Like the jingles. Jingle, jingle, chat. Jingle, jingle. That is extra peaking today. Didn't my mic sensitivity go up? I feel like it did. Settings. Why is it all of us... Chat, it's been using the wrong microphone the entire time. Chat, I have been streaming with the wrong microphone the entire stream. What the... What, did nobody notice? I didn't notice. Why did it choose that microphone? Well, at least the audio quality must be pretty good if you didn't notice a difference. It was picking up from the webcam. Not my microphone. I was like, why is it peaking so much? It was using the wrong microphone. Was echoing and nobody was like, Nobody said anything. I've literally been streaming chat for almost 2 hours and nobody said a thing. Why? Chat, you have one job, and that's to listen to the stream and tell me if something's going wrong. You're supposed to tell me if something is off.
It sounds worse now? What do you mean? What do you mean it sounds worse now? What's the chat? What do you mean? Chat, what do you mean it sounds worse on my like $200 microphone? What do you mean? What do you mean? Wait, let me hear myself. Let me hear. Oh, wait. Hello? Oh. I don't know why I did that, but I don't know why that happened, but properties. We got used to the unfiltered. I got to turn that off. I hear myself and I can't talk when I hear myself. Filter microphone sounds all. To be fair, I run all the filters through OBS, so it was still. That's why I probably it was really hard to tell because like it was still doing like background noise cancellation and all that stuff. It's still doing all the audio filters I have on my microphone, but it's just now by my mouth. That explains it. Did none of y'all notice at the sniffer at the start? Chat, I'm disappointed in you. Couldn't tell from the sniffers where I was sniffing into my microphone, but it wasn't coming through. Can't take you anywhere, chat. Can't take you anywhere.
I asked the security guard at the museum if I was allowed to take a picture. Now I have the Mona Lisa in my living room.
It's so cheesy. So cheesy. It came through, yeah, but it didn't smell as good as if I did this. See? Now that's cleaner. That probably sounds better. Or worse. And I got to put my hands back. I was so worried because I'm like, I'm leaning too close to my microphone. Is that why it's speaking? No, it's because it was not. It was picking through that thing right there. Through this. Well, that'll make for a good clip to send to ID. Sounds like you have a booger. Yo, look at my booger chat. No, I'm kidding. There's no booger there. My nose is still a little snotty. It's extra moist today. That's not the only thing that's extra moist, chat.
Nice.
It's my drink. It's my legally distinct gamer drink. That is also moist. I haven't taken a single sip of it. I filled it up, but I have not taken a single sip of it, chat. I took too long drinking my soup. Thank you for the hydrate. I really don't want to drink this because I don't want the energy right now, but you know. Refreshing. Hi, my name is Vana, and here's my Hololive audition. Honestly, though, you know, I don't know. I don't know if that would be my best selling point. I mean, the clicker training one might be good, you know? The whole, like, me training chat and me getting trained by Gary. That'd be good. That'd be a good one. Also, the sniffing clip. Maybe me talking about, like, Minotaur milk. I think that would really sell it. I think Minotaur milk is my best selling point as a VTuber. We would never let you go unaware for 2 hours, but you did, chat. You literally did. You literally let me go unaware for 2 hours. Knucklefox, hello, how are you? Welcome on in. Welcome to the first ever handcam stream. And I was totally streaming with the wrong microphone for the last 2 hours. It's fine. It's fine. Sounds like a skill issue. Guards! Guards, escort Chaotic out. Send them to the dungeon for a brief time to make them consider their crimes against Skyrim and her people. All right. Confiscate all stolen sweet rolls. I know you've been hoarding them. Oh. But yes, welcome on in. Welcome. Welcome. Where I'm just testing the new webcam and showing off my hands in the process. I think the setup's pretty good. I would like to move the camera so it gets a better, because like this, chat, I'm not going to lie. You can see my shirt, right? You can see my shirt and stuff. I would like the angle to be more close up on my hands so I could go back to not wearing pants. That's why I have the little blankie, chat. Because I was worried that you could like if I wasn't wearing pants, you could catch a little peek of something, you know, or like I couldn't go braless today because like you could catch a, you know, my chest is here, you know, like as I bang the microphone. You know, I would like to move the cam a little bit. I'll probably change the angle. One last achievement to get. I still haven't 100%ed it on PC. Maybe one day. I see a tattoo. Yes, one of, as I do the math again, 5 tattoos. Ooh, there we go. It's a unilome. If you know, you know, and if you don't know, Google is just a click away. It was the second tattoo I ever got. The first tattoo I ever got is on my shoulder. Surprisingly, all 3 of my first tattoos that I ever got, which there's only 5 of them, but it's weird that over half of the tattoos I got were for charity fundraisers for animal shelters. And none of the tattoos I have, they're all flash. None of them are custom. I would like a custom tattoo one day, but A, they're expensive, and B, I have to figure out what I'd actually want for that because, again, indecisive. So yes. The one I still have that I still really want to get is Haku from Spirited Away in his dragon form on my thigh. That is the one I've always thought about, and I do really want. I would love to do like a Studio Ghibli like thigh piece. I think that'd be really cool. Get a Vana tattoo. See, but my problem, chat, is I rebrand every other year. But maybe. For charity, I would probably do that, actually. If we raised a buttload of money for charity, I would get myself tattooed on myself. Except then that ruins my anonymity. I'd have to keep it secret. I could never walk out in public with it showing. I'd have to have it somewhere where it'd always be covered. Otherwise, you'd know it was me. Maybe one day. For charity, that would probably be the only time I would get a tattoo of my VTuber self is for a charity thing. Yeah. Vana on my butt cheeks. See, but my problem is like, I don't have a good butt for tattooing. I feel like you need a nice, like, peach. And I feel like my peach isn't nice enough for that. I feel like my peach isn't nice enough for that, chat. I don't know. I probably, if I got a tattoo of myself, I guess I would get it, which kind of is counterintuitive to the whole, like, keeping it hidden thing, but I would probably get it on, like, this forearm, which I've kept clean because originally I had wanted, although it kind of ruins that because I now have tattoos on opposing arms. Like, I have my other, you can kind of see it. I'm not going to show you what it is, though. I have the one on my bicep. And then, so they're on opposing arms. If I was smarter, I would have gotten the tattoos on the same arm because it has also been a dream of mine to have a full, like, Elder Scrolls arm sleeve, but, like, this kind of ruins it here. But this would probably be the easiest one to cover up versus the one on my bicep, which is, like, very black and dark, and, like, solid. So it'd be harder to cover up. Gem on the necklace for a tattoo? I think I would probably get, stuff like, chat, what if I raised money for charity and got a dog clicker tattoo? Could you imagine? That would be it, chat. I would get the dog clicker with, like, probably, like, the necklaces, like my emerald and V, or like the V on it or something with the paw. Do what you want for charity. I would do it. If we raised, like, something ridiculous, like, I don't know, like $5,000 for charity, I would do it. I would get a dog clicker tattoo. I would get it, and I would probably get it on one of my arms. I'd probably get it on this arm, which would be hilarious. What a conversation starter. Is that a dog clicker tattoo? Which would still not be great because it'd be super visible, but, like, again, I guess I could put it on my thigh. I was smart with my thigh, though, because, again, I've always wanted the Haku tattoo on my thigh. I got the other 2 tattoos on the same thigh, so I could just add it to my mishmash thigh. Just add the dog clicker to that, because then you only see that in summer. depending on the placement. I've considered having get a tattoo as a reward goal for Halloween. I got one in mind, just need to pick a spot. It'd be my first one. I mean, I guess I'm a good, I don't know. I mean, I do have 5 tattoos, but I picked all the like, no, the one here, this one wasn't so bad. Honestly, it wasn't bad until it got near the wrist. And then it kind of got a little like not fun, but this one actually was not as painful as I thought it would be. One on my bicep actually wasn't that bad. Usually I don't bleed for my tattoos, like, which is really weird. A lot of tattoo artists are confused by that, but I bleed like minimally. But the one on my bicep bled a stupid amount. But again, that's partially because where all the vessels are and stuff. But I was like, to the tattoo artist, I was like, am I okay? She's like, yeah, this is totally normal. And I was like, oh, this is like the most I've ever bled for a tattoo. Telling people you got a tattoo for raising 5K for charity would be a fun story. It would be a good story. Again, good story. I would do it. Yeah. I mean, and it also depends on like how visible you want it. Like I got my first tattoo on my shoulder because that was one of like the lower pain places. At least I thought at the time. It wasn't that painful. Again, that's the thing with people like, and I don't know if this applies to anyone who identifies as a woman, but as a cis female, my pain tolerance is pretty fucking high because, you know, the blood moon is pretty painful in general, and you deal with that for every month for your entire existence. So, like, my pain tolerance is super high. I dislocated this pinky, chat. You probably can't tell. It's a little crooked. I dislocated it when I was in, like, grade 1, and I just wanted them to tape it up. I broke and dislocated it. It wasn't even just dislocated. It was also broken. I was like, just tape it up. It's fine. Like, you don't need to call my mom and take me. Like, it didn't even feel that bad, you know? Our military immunizations, it's not gas blasphemy. You know what? That's good at least. I'm not dislocated, but I'm definitely not straight. Yeah, it's just a little curved, chat. I used to feel very, like, if you see my hands side by side, like, you can see, like, the little gap here. I used to be super self-conscious about it. Because, again, it happened when I was in, like, grade 2. It was in grade 2. And so for a lot of, like, my elementary school years, I felt really self-conscious because, like, my hands aren't perfect. But honestly now, like, it's so not noticeable. The only time it's noticeable is if I ever wear, like, jewelry on it. Because jewelry can kind of sit weird on this pinky as a result. Or if anything's like on the finger next to it. Or if like I'm grabbing certain things, it can feel a little weird. It's totally functionally fine. It's just, you know, it's just a little bendy, just like me, chat. Both pinky fingers for me are curved, not the most pleasant times, but it's so bad now. Yeah, it's weird how much, like, things when your hands aren't, like, quote-unquote perfect, like, slightly off, like, even with this, like, sometimes I'll get, like, this will get really stiff and stuff like that, but it's wild how even, like, the slightest, like, variation in the hand can make, like, a huge difference in terms of, like, functional and also, like, comfort when using hands. HH. How have you gone through all that, but you're like, I've never broken a bone, guys. Guys, I've never broken a bone. It's a miracle. A true miracle. That's wild. You've done all that stuff, but never broken a bone. I dislocated my pinky, and then I did break my wrist. I've had a lot of, like, sprains, primarily from playing ice hockey. So I have a lot of sprains from, like, my wrist. I have my ligament injury and knee injuries from playing hockey. I've cracked a rib playing hockey. About it. A lot of ankle stuff with hockey as well. I've never broken my bones. Pinky, you're actually just an enforcer. You're secretly an enforcer for the Canadian mob. Yep. Confirmed. Don't mess with Pinky, everyone. Wrist pain sibling? Yeah. I broke mine because I thought it was a good idea. to put on my rollerblades inside the house and have my dog on a leash at the same time and try and go down the stairs through our garage, take him for a walk. And I'm sure you can imagine what ended up prevailing after that, what ended up happening after that. Glitch, how are you? It's so nice to see you. It's been a while. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. And Frog Sprite, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the guild. I hope you enjoy your time here. We got plenty of mead and even hands. Got hands today for the first time ever. Will it be the last time? Who knows? You decide. Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. Handcam, yes, handcam. Handcam. We're fidgeting with toys. That sounds really weird. Sounds really weird. I thought that said frog spit. That's for a different site. That's for Blue Twitch chat. Frog spit. That's good. That's a gooder. Hell no. Hell no. To the no. Hey, we'd embrace you either way. I mean, heck, I have Minotaur milk. Minotaur milk is a thing here on my channel. So like we don't judge. We don't judge on my channel, even if your name was Frog Spit. I had to go back and look. Wow, chat. And I thought I was bad with reading names. Holy heck. Yeah, there you go. There's the milk clip. If you haven't seen it, you should go watch it. Oh, this is such a good song. I love the song. It's a pain in the butt to play on Beat Saber, but it's a guaranteed workout. And it's just a good song. It's just a good song, chat. Well, welcome on in, Frog Sprite, to my Curse Chaotic corner of the internet. This is my first stream in a week because last week I was doing work crunch. So I worked like 60 hours, so I didn't stream. But I usually stream every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. And yeah, today we're just chatting, catching up, talking about Broken Bones. We're talking about Vtuber calendars done in a firefighter style. We were talking about me barking, I guess. You know, just the essentials, the basics here on the channel. My Minotaur milk, really just catching up with everyone. It's weird how long a week is when I don't stream. Like, I feel like the weeks go by faster when I do stream because streaming makes the time fly ridiculously fast. Mountain time exists? Yes. 7 p.m. Mountain time. Yes. Sounds like a cool stream. I'm glad you think so. Your opinion might be different the next stream, but you know, if you like someone who talks about curse things, like, again, Minotaur milk, loose buttholes because I have IBS, weenies, spit, not coincidentally, but spit, sniffers, me banging your mom. Yeah, that's very much it. Oh, dog clicker, which, there you go, chat. Don't try to scare them off. No, I'm trying to sell them. I'm trying to sell them on it, Laura. Would play pot with her. Wait, what does that mean? What's that mean? What's that mean? Is that an acronym? I need clarification. Pinky, can you confused. Directions not clear. Come with no context. I mean, come, chat. Just come.
Bet I can smash that.
Ceramics, yes, of course. Ceramics, yes. One day. I mean, again, I like my anonymity, but there is a way we could do ceramics virtually. That'd be kind of cool. I guess the closest thing would be like, the clipping is turned off for the channel? What do you mean? Why is it turned off? It shouldn't be turned off. I didn't touch anything. Twitch, are you breaking things? There should be clipping enabled. What do you mean clipping's turned off? What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't have that turned off. It should be turned off. Your chat, why are you freaking me out? Chat, why are you freaking me out? Because the stream died earlier, but that shouldn't have clipping turned off. I don't even know where that setting lives. To be honest. I don't even know where that would live. Clip settings. Yeah, clips are allowed. Yeah, clips are allowed. They're not turned off. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I don't know why they're not. Yeah, clips are enabled. It's your boy T. No, no, you don't. It's literally I can. It's chat. It's literally enable clips, and it's enabled, and it's enabled. It's literally enabled on the back end of Twitch. So I don't know what's happening. Don't scare me like that, chat. Yeah, I even see the clip button. Chat, don't scare me like that. See, now you're scaring me even more because you let me go 2 hours using the wrong microphone. Now I'm even more paranoid.
I was asked if I wanted to be an organ donor. I said the best I could do is a keyboard.
Stop. Stop. You can be stop, chat. What was that weird sound? Did anyone else hear that pop, or was that just me? I'm paranoid, chat. I'm paranoid. Introduction to Vana now. You could still clip it. Still clip it, even if you're too late, because what I do when I go and get my clips after every stream is I do like scrub near things. Like I put stream markers myself because I have a hotkey for it. Like even within like areas of it, because I will know, okay, this happened here-ish. I know I press this because something happened around here. So I do like go through kind of in and around when things happened. Don't worry. Don't worry. Bum, 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 bum. The introduction to Vana. Piss, shit, and cum. Wieners, milk. The basics, the essentials. Get your booty on the floor tonight. Thank you. Thank you for hydrating me. I will drink the energy drink, even though I don't really need it, chat. But thank you. Thank you. Zaki, welcome on in. How you doing? Welcome. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're taking care of yourself. Also, I can't believe I've been hydrated 158 times. That seems low. Time for me to hit the 50-50? You mean the gwitty? Time to hit the gritty. Up the jam. Pump. Oh, there you go. The 50-50 was not your favorite. You know what, chat? I actually haven't seen a Gamba today. That's wild. I have not seen a single person hit the Gamba today. That's not what I was expecting. Usually y'all go wild for the Gamba. I got you. Thank you. Thanks. There you go. Thanks, Laura. Oh, there we go. Another one. Yes, perfect. Yes, give me all your renown. Is it isn't a stream unless I lose is true. It's actually, I baked that rule into the bot. I programmed it. So it's like anytime Laura does anything must be losing outcome. I should do that for Cheese because Cheese keeps on getting jackpots for the Gamba. I gotta stop that. I gotta put a stop to that. Cheese has too much money. Fox, bold Laura, bold of you to say Fox in my chat. Oh my goodness. The gem. Is that a tattoo on your arm? Yes, it sure is. Right. I gotta remember where my, there we go. I gotta use the center of my keyboard. It's a unilome. Yes, I have 5 tattoos. Yes, I would like more. One day. I don't know. A lot of them, especially the ones on my legs, I want my legs to be more in shape. Even though a thigh doesn't matter, most of them will be on the thigh, but like I just want them a little less jiggly. Not that there's anything wrong with a thick thigh. I love being part of the thick thigh club, but I just want it to be a little tighter. Just a little more toned. Can we have the jackpot instead? No. Immediately no. Does that one have a story or represent something? Technically, unilomes are a symbol to represent the path to enlightenment. Technically, I got it because it was a fundraiser for an animal shelter, and they only have like flash tattoos that you could pick from, and I didn't want another one that was specifically animal related because I already had one of those. That was the first tattoo I ever got, was one that was specifically animal related. It's which was an infinity sign with 2 hearts. And with a heart and 2 paws for my first dog Smokey, and then my parents' dog Watson. So I wanted something that was like not specifically, because a lot of the animal specific ones, at least for when I went and got this one, I didn't really like the style of. So I did do my research before I got this one. I didn't just pick it and then looked it up. I did look it up before, because I'm a big believer in, if I'm going to get a symbol on my body, I want to know what it means and not get it just because it looks cool. Because I have that fear of like, I've seen the people who get like the Mandarin tattoos or Japanese tattoos, and they're like, it says this. And then like native speakers are like, actually means this. So yeah. So that's what that represents. I also got it at a time. It also did coincide at a time in my life where a lot was happening. A lot of good changes were happening, but it was also a kind of tough time. It was like a turning point in my life where a lot of bad stuff happened, but then a lot of good stuff ended up happening. It means soup. Yeah. I would get a tattoo that just says soup, because I fucking love soup. I love soup, chat. I love soup so much. It is the best. If I had to eat one thing for the rest of my life, as much as I want to say chicken nuggies, I want to say soup, because it's so versatile. And I could have a chicken nugget soup. Love hearing tattoo stories. Yeah. I have a couple. And then I have one silly tattoo you'll never see. It's a container of French fries, and it says thighs by fries. And yes, it's on my thigh. Do with that information what you will. That's the meaning behind that one. I feel like that one's pretty self-explanatory. Skull moon with roses. Love roses, but don't care about skulls. We all have those. Like the last fundraiser tattoo I got, it was supposed to be just a regular bear, but at the last minute, they changed it to a panda. And I love pandas, don't get me wrong, but looking at it now, I'm like, man, it's not that I regret it, but I'm definitely like, it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. And it doesn't look terrible, but it's one of those ones where I'm like, it's an average looking tattoo. I'm not that in love with it. That and the other one I got, which was a rose for my grandfather. I unfortunately got, and I say unfortunately, like tattoo apprentices, there are some really good apprentices out there. But the one I got, his quality of my tattoo did not match the quality of other tattoos he had done. There's a lot of uneven line weights, and a couple lines are blown out. So it's also not my favorite. But for like from afar, it still looks decent. But like up close, like I will catch myself looking at it and being like, there's that really odd thick line in the middle of nowhere. A Pizzly bear? Just get a whole bunch of bear tattoos on my arm. What if I got that, but they were like themed as different like things that I like? So I got a bear that was like themed as like, I don't know what that would be. But you know, like as like little different characters. It wouldn't match the style, but it would at least like, it would be the bear arm, and I would have like, I don't know. I'd have like a Dovahkiin themed bear, and then like I don't know. I'm trying to think what other things in Skyrim I could make, like a Jarl Balgruuf bear. You know, it's like the ducks, the rubber duckies that existed but no longer exist. What is this fan art? I mean to look at it. That is great. This is great, HH. Let me. I gotta pull this. I gotta show. I gotta save this. This is great. Holy. Let me save this to my Ort folder. I have that with the other one. This is great. I love HH when you do these things. I want to get a tattoo of my nephew, a golden sword, an orange Minecraft sheep, and a teddy bear. That's so wholesome. That's wholesome. Vanna has the right to bear arms. Yeah, it's just bear arms tattoos. Okay, let me put this up here. This is great. This is great. Where is this? Art folder. Art folder. Look at this, chat. Let me bring it all up here. Here, I'll cover my hand for a brief second. This is great. I love this stuff. This is the stuff I love. Like, I love any kind of art, but it's like the meme kind of silly art. It gets me every time. Come on, chat. It's not like I'm a wolf in real life, right? Oh, it's so good. I'm gonna frame this. I really do gotta start printing out some of the art I have and stuff like this and just start making a wall of it. I think that'd be so cool. Just to have art of all of these things. Yeah, it's not like I'm a wolf. I'm not a wolf in real life. This is peak. Absolutely peak. I love this. Love this. 20 out of 10. 20 out of 10. Put on the fridge? Absolutely. Absolutely, yes. It's so good. It's so good. I'm gonna be looking at this like for the rest of the week, HH. I hope you know that, to like bring me joy. That's what it's gonna be. And whenever I need like a good laugh. And down sheep to turn orange. That was his favorite color. Oh, that's so sweet. That's like such a good way to like honor someone, is getting something like what they love. That's why I got the rose for my grandpa. He was I would have liked it colored, and maybe I would go to another artist to get it colored. But my grandpa's favorite rose was orange, not orange, yellow roses. Sorry. Orange is on the mind since we're talking about it, but yellow roses were his favorite. So, but yeah, thank you for sharing that. That is super sweet. That's super wholesome. I think that's a good way, a good reminder, you know, just a little thing that when you look at it, that's what I like about tattoos, especially when you're doing them either for someone or for yourself. You look at them and you want to look at the tattoo and like you want it to like bring joy and be like a good thing, you know? Yes. Send all the love to HH's way. And yeah. I think that's really sweet. That's really sweet. All right, chat. Now you know. Now you know all of my tattoos. I always forget that I sometimes have this tattoo, or especially the one on my shoulder. I can't tell you, and I've had the one on my shoulder for like I want to say like has it been? No, it has not been. Like 9 years. 9 years I've had the one on my shoulder, and it still jump scares me to this day whenever I look in the mirror and I'm wearing like a tank top or something that doesn't cover my shoulder, and I see it out of the corner of my eye, and I think there's a giant spider on my back. It still scares me sometimes to this day. Yin and yang on either shoulder, struggling to decide the design. That's the thing. Again, that's my biggest thing is like partially the indecision, but also being like, how would this actually look? Because like I kind of have, especially for tattoos, because I'm always like, I kind of have an idea of what I want in my head, but I also don't know how to articulate it. That's also why I don't order art for myself, Chad. It's because I'm like, I kind of know what I want. Like, I can't tell you. It took me like a month to put together the reference doc that I sent to not even my model mama, but which I also ended up sending it to my model mama. So I was like, so you can understand like what went through the design process. But like when I got my ref sheet / like actual design made, my character design made, it was like a 10-page document, and it took me a month to put together because I just didn't know. Because I do like creative work, right? So I do know like some things, like how to articulate some things, but I also am not, I don't know how to put together, like, especially when it comes to character design, like how I want something to look or how I want something to feel, you know? That's fair, Pinky. Yeah. I think it's one of those things where it's like, as cool as they are, and I think they're a great form of self-expression and stuff like that, that's totally valid. That's totally valid. I'll just get more for you. I'll get the dog clicker one when we raise $5,000 in November. By like 5 different people. Yeah, the like long haul ones. I know a couple of people who have those. They're always sleeves, because like sleeves never happen all at once. For the most part, a lot of people think that sleeves happen all at once, which is interesting. I thought that for the longest time, but then you learn that like most sleeves happen like unless you have a ridiculous amount of money to throw to a tattoo, which some people do. Like, and even then, like most actual sleeve tattoos aren't done in like one session. It's like multiple sessions over like weeks, if not months, depending on like healing and artist availability and all that fun stuff. But yeah, like sleeves take a while if you're getting sleeves. It's done in pieces. Yeah, exactly. Bit by bit. I definitely want my Elder Scrolls themed sleeve, but again, I kind of want similar to like the thigh piece. I want my arms to be in a bit better. Not that they're bad now, but like, you know, like there's always that piece, especially if I'm getting this tattoo done. I want my arm to like look good after I get it. I want, especially if it's like, yeah, just a well-toned arm, you know, with a little bit of muscle. I used to have kind of decently toned lightly muscled arms, but that was like years ago. That was before COVID. Now I'm slightly more squishy than I used to be. One part looks like it was done by crayon, one's realistic, the other through pieces. I don't know how to describe the style. That's fair. I mean, if that's what they're going for, right? Like, to be fair, the rose is black and white, and it's like kind of realism on my thigh, and it's right next to like the brightly colored, like kind of more like, not pop art, but like whimsical style of the Thighs by Fries tattoo. So like, to each their own, right? Hi, Cheese, welcome on in. How was trivia night? Did you win? Did you win? No place for me to put comfortably. Plus, I prefer symbols and simplistic. That's fair. I mean, and I find it's a weird thing with tattoos, at least in my experience, and the people I've talked to who've gotten a lot of tattoos. You find that the more you get, the more you kind of not gain a tolerance for it. I mean, you do, but also like the more comfortable you are with like getting like not so that was like my first 3 tattoos were pretty simplistic, and then I was like, okay, I want something a little bit more. I want maybe some color, you know. I want something more realistic, like, you know. So like my 2 thigh pieces on my one thigh are pretty big compared to my other 3 tattoos. But you might not. Who knows? It's tattoos are such a personal thing. So like what applies to me and others, it's not universal. As with anything in life, words. My life already does that for me. That's fair. You know what? Pinky, too real. It's addictive, and you just keep wanting more. Yeah, exactly. Cheese. That's why I haven't gotten any more in like 5 years. It's been 5 years since my last tattoo. I do really want another one, but yeah, I think my next one would be a fully custom piece, and I'm estimating it would be anywhere from like on the low end, and this is probably too low, like $600 Canadian, and it would probably go up to like $850-ish. Did you win, Vanna? What do you mean? What do you mean, did I win? I've just been sitting here, like, fidgeting with my thing and yapping. What do you mean there is no winning? There is no winning. There's one part that stinks out. But it's like when people ask for something, you know, it's like when someone asks, like, how do I look in this outfit? And then you tell them what you really think, and it's not actually what they were asking, you know? It's like that sort of thing. Especially with tattoos, because, you know, those are kind of permanent and more painful and expensive and hard to remove than like changing an outfit. But you know, chat dad is here. Yeah, I'm actually about to end stream. Actually about to go to bed, guys. Actually, today will probably be. Ooh, excuse me, I got a little burp. Today will actually be probably the earliest I go to bed in like a week because, you know, the revenge bedtime procrastination is strong when you're working a 60-hour week. So I was staying up until like 2 a.m. Even last night I was up until like 1, but Gary and I were gaming. So I blame Gary for that one. How one for bed is by far the best fidget I had. It's the only one that's earlier we started with like, geez, I don't know how to explain them, but they're like those metal little like coil rings that are meant to be like kind of sensory and like pokey. I had 2 of those. One of them flung off and broke because it snapped. And the other one flung off and I'm just too lazy to get out of my chair to pick it up. So, you know. Vana doesn't sleep. No, I need to sleep more. That's my problem. I need to sleep more, but you know, revenge bedtime procrastination is something I constantly struggle with. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically because you spend the long and the short of it, because you spend all day doing stuff you don't want to do, you spend the evenings basically quote unquote prolonging the day by doing stuff you want to do so that you don't have to go to bed. And then obviously the day ends and then you have to start doing things when you wake up that you don't want to do. That don't motivate you, that don't bring you joy, you know? Like Marie Kondo says, if it doesn't spark joy, don't keep it. But unfortunately, I can't get rid of work, so yeah. And plus I got really deep last night into like the survival game. I just never found a good stopping point. P, yeah, exactly. Yeah, P, pants grab. P is for pants grab. Yep. It sure is. Company coming tomorrow. Yeah, I should also probably go to bed as I just almost like gobble my microphone. Yeah. I think I'm gonna look for somebody to raid. We have been going, even though the stream only says an hour. We did go for an hour and a half, but then stream crashed because I used a slinky, and then we discovered I was using the wrong microphone. It was a whole thing. Long story short, I've actually been going for longer than I usually go for Tuesday streams. If wanted, I am gonna see who's on first, and I'll let you know. Chanton. Pew 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 pew. Such a good song, chat. For the first time in like months. Yeah. Well, and I also started later. I started back at 7 o'clock, which streams on Tuesdays will be going back to 7 p.m. Mountain time. As much as I've been good with like the 6:30s and I have enjoyed ending stream like slightly early, I just feel like the trade-off, like I didn't realize how much of a rush it actually is for me to try and do a pre-stream snap and then have dinner to make the 6:30 starts for Tuesday streams. So we're going back to 7 p.m.s. So all streams now, both Tuesdays and Thursdays, will be 7 p.m. Mountain time at 9 p.m. Pacific. So I'll be back on Thursday at we'll be playing Traveler's Rest because I got a couple of updates, and I am in my like I just want to play Tavern Manager sim games chat. So we're gonna be playing some Traveler's Rest. It's been a while since I played it, so I'm looking forward to going back to that. And as I find somebody to raid, Vanna, I have a boo-boo. I'm not gonna kiss it better. That's kind of cringe. Honestly. A boo-boo? Cringe. Oh, cringe. Actually, that's pretty cringe. Just vibing. Chat, I'm just vibing. I'm stimming. Stimming and vibing. Vibing and stimming. Vana is tall. It's true. I am so big. I am so large. I'm the largest and biggest VTuber ever. Look at these hands. See? Big. Huge. Absolutely huge, chat. Define tall. Tall. That's it. What do you mean?
Wait.
6'8". Yeah, that's exactly how tall I am. How'd you know? How'd you know, chat? How'd you know? How'd you know? Taller? Yeah, I'm huge, ginormous. It's true. It's true. I don't know why you doubt me, chat. I don't know why you doubt me. All right. At least average, yeah. I mean, of at least average height. Yes. Can confirm at least average, minimum average. Toot, 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 toot. Hey, I think I've narrowed it down. I found a couple rain targets. Let's see, chat. But Jesus, size doesn't matter. So true, yes. Size doesn't matter, pants crap. Chat, should we tell them? Chat, should we tell them? Do they know? Should we let them know? Chat, do you want to send that recommendation real quick? I just want to take a peep. Size doesn't matter in chat. Yeah, pants grab. Size doesn't matter, chat. Doesn't matter. All right, thank you, chat dad. This is great. What the heck? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know what is going on, chat, but I'm here for it. I am here for it. We are going to go rate this new person. Thanks to Chat Dad for the recommendation. Their name is Momoka Moo, and they're a cherry cow VTuber, but it looks like they're currently a cherry cow burger, and it's amazing. Momo's pretty great. They look pretty great. So we are going to rate them. Make sure to grab the raid message. Raid message number 1 if you are a follower. Raid message number 2 if you are subbed. Feel free to use whatever emotes of mine instead of the raid emotes in the raid message. Make sure to copy and paste that and post it respectfully in their chat. Okay, ask them how they're doing. Pass on all the love and support you've shared with me onto them. As always, we pay it forward here on the channel. And thank you all for joining me for my first stream back after my time away due to work. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you for the resubs, for the raids, for the memeing and the scheming. It was so nice to chat with y'all again. I really did miss you. And I will be back on Thursday for Traveler's Rest. Thank y'all for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed the handcam. If you enjoyed it, let me know and I might bring it back. But until then, until Thursday, stay safe, take care of yourselves. And as always, I am Vana, your cursed, chaotic wolf overlord. Whatever time it is, wherever you are, I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, or night, chat. Let's go raid. I'll see you next time. Bye. Bye. Say bye to the hands, chat. Bye-bye. Bye.